All right. What's up, everyone? So we just finished Endgame. I've been curious. The hype for the MCU. Is it done? Is it over? Are we still going to be hyped for these new movies? I mean, I like Spider-Man, and I'm definitely going to be looking forward to Black Panther, but I don't know. I mean, what other movies should we be curious about? You know?
Yeah, it's a good question because I feel like after Endgame or walking out of Endgame, I'm like, I don't know if they're ever gonna be able to pull this off again. Like having this feeling inside of me where I'm just like, this was like one of the biggest movies I've ever seen. 11 years in the making, just all these characters that we love and know, and then this is the end. It really is the end game, and I don't know if I'm still hyped for the next like stuff, but it's the beginning. It's not like we were hype or whatever when Iron Man first came out, right? We just liked the movie, and then it started building and building. I think it's possible that they can do this again, like just build it back up over some years, and then we'll feel that hype again.
Yeah, I don't know. I have some reservations about how possible it is to repeat something like what we just saw.
Yeah, yeah,
Because this is like literally the culmination of the 10, 11 years of the MCU in just an almost perfect ending. And like for me, I'm satisfied as far as Marvel movies are concerned.
yeah. I'm very satisfied
Like
too.
this is like all the closure that I could ever want or need. And so anything moving forward now, it's kind of like yeah, they can try what they want, but I have my movies now. Like I have the ones that I care about, and it's kind of like when you hear that they're remaking a movie that you love. It's like, yeah, they might mess it up or they might ruin it, but you kind of really don't care because you still have the original that you love. So that's kind of how I feel going forward. I'm definitely not as hyped for what's coming up. Like I'm still excited to see what's going on with, Black Panther, Thor, Spider-Man. Like I'm still excited to see what they do. I'm just, I feel like I got everything that I needed to get.
Yeah, and I think that's the natural feeling because this is the end of something big, so we should feel that sort of like cathartic, like I'm happy about this ending. It sort of like sits with us, and we get to be in a. I mean, I don't think that we're gonna be super hype after this movie for the next one. It's just you can't top it, you know. You just can't. That's just the natural feeling. So yeah,
Yeah, definitely for me, I'm just not as hyped. And to be honest, it's funny because like I wasn't really into Marvel, but this whole cinematic universe got me more into Marvel.
yeah, yeah.
I
Me
mean,
too.
Spider-Man is my favorite character, so that's different. But besides Spider-Man, it's just like I didn't care about Captain Marvel. I didn't care about Doctor Strange. I didn't even care about Black Widow. But I mean, I will say that the this impact this movie's had has made me curious about these other properties. Maybe not Captain Marvel so much because that was a disappointment. And I'm not really big. I'm not really. It's still to this day. I didn't feel like it was even worth watching the movie because it didn't really play much in Endgame. But other than that, I am curious about these properties and the creativity behind it, especially the Russo brothers, and I want to see what they're
Yeah,
gonna do.
that's the thing. Like, because of the success of Marvel and all the previous movies, because of the success of this movie, I feel like they have sort of a green light to do more creative things with the next movies. And maybe we're not hype right now, but like once they're announced and um, once we see what they try out, maybe we'll be maybe not as hype, but just like interested, just involved in it again.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All I will say is that if I see another movie like Captain Marvel, this time I'm definitely not going to watch it.
Yeah, I think that but the interesting thing about the MCU is that you have those Captain Marvel movies like sprinkled throughout all of the 23 or 24 movies that they have. Like there are those movies that are just like not as great, but there are also those select movies that are just like this is just the top of the heap. So I'm pretty sure that coming up we'll have those movies that are just not going to be as great. But hopefully mixed in there we'll also have some fantastic stuff. So, I guess that's all we can hope for.